Whoa, be more for real. We are in the building. Be more for real, man. Be more for real. I mean, like for real, for real, for real, for real. This is the realest conversation that you ever
And
want to
it's
hear.
Wednesday again, sir.
It's Wednesday again. Be more for real. Brought to you by Way of Real Explosion, man. Make sure y'all go ahead and hit that like, share, subscribe. We on our road to 1K. Make sure y'all go ahead and hit that like, share, and subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? We put a lot into these episodes, and we always gonna bring it. We always gonna bring the realest conversation like that you could possibly have on the internet. So we rated off for reality for sure, man.
And
Be
look,
more for
it's
real.
Wednesday again.
It's Wednesday again.
It's Wednesday again. I am Uncle Wayne.
And I'm OMG Danny, man. Make sure y'all hit that like, share, and subscribe button, man. We on our road to 1K. Man,
let's get that subscribe. We gotta hit that 1K. We need it now.
Let's hit that 1K.
We need it now.
We need it like right now. Let's make sure we hit that 1K. Let's get right into it. Be more for real moment. You know what I'm saying? How you feeling, Uncle Wayne? How are you?
Hey, listen, when I'm here, like I said, that's half the battle. No more excuses, no more complaining. Listen, you know I want to start out with.
Yeah.
Listen, I got to start out with Biden and now Harris. I just have to say that. You know, I really do, because I have to bring up this thing because our leader is going to be a female. I had to get that out there because we have these talks over here, Daddy.
That's an interesting conversation, and actually that all that flows into the topic of the night and everything as well. But just on a be more for real, moment.
Be more for real.
This week has been crazy. This week has been crazy. You know, my spirits aren't the highest.
Why? What was going on with you?
You know, just a lot just transpired, but mainly, you know, for my family. Shout out to my family. Shout out to my baby mother. She know I want her, but we'll talk about that later. You know what I'm saying?
Because it's going to be your wife.
Yeah, one day maybe, hopefully. You know what I'm saying?
Soon.
Lord willing. Yeah, with Lord willing. But you know, fighting battles personally throughout the week. You know what I'm saying? They don't have your spirits as high as they should be, but it still be more for real, and we still had the realest conversations.
We always gonna have the realest conversations because it's Wednesday,
and we can't wait till we vindicate it on a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of issues will be resolved in due time with this process. You feel what I'm saying? And so maybe that's another reason.
Conversation for another day.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So on a be more for real level, you know, I'm doing well. You know what I'm saying? Considering that every day above ground is a good one. You know what I'm saying? Every day above ground is a good one.
Well, thank God for that.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, we're going to clap that up.
Applause, that's one.
We're going to clap that up. But we definitely appreciate our new subscribers as well. If you guys are listening on Instagram, in order to get your comments read and stuff like that, we need you to go ahead over to YouTube and first of all, subscribe to our YouTube, and then you know, leave your comment on our YouTube so we can bring it up and we can discuss it, and other people can see your comments as well. And we would appreciate it, and I'm sure our viewers will appreciate the same thing as well.
Because we are going to have an episode of comments, because we've had a lot of comments and a lot of people said we didn't reply to the comments, because we're going to have an episode where we're going to reply to a lot of the comments. But we have guests, and certain times we have to entertain our guests, because that's what we bring them on so we can get into the episode of the guests. So believe me, we haven't forgotten about the comments. But remember, we brought the guests on for a reason, but we didn't forget about those comments at the same time.
Oh yeah,
So
we let's go ahead and cut that off. We ain't
we
forget.
we haven't forgotten.
We ain't
So
forget.
we will have an episode about the comments
And remember, it will come back around in due time.
in due time.
It will come back around in due
In
time.
due time.
Respectfully so. But let's go ahead and shift it over. I mean, you had already got it started about the presidential thing, so let's have some real conversation and see. Look, we know people gonna have difference of opinions, but on this platform, we do respect other people's opinions, whether they agree or disagree. Both
Hmm.
are still welcome on this platform. So we want to give people the time and the space. The only thing we encourage people not to do is be disrespectful in
Right.
your response.
There we
You
go.
can disagree without being disagreeable.
There we go.
Absolutely,
Absolutely.
and we're gonna clap that up as well. We can disagree without being
That's how we
disagreeable.
as long as you are real. That's what the requirements that you are real. This is be more for real.
Be more for real.
We got different opinions, but Baltimore is like that. That's what makes us strong. But we still
And the internet like that too. The internet is an unforgiving place. Don't get us wrong. The
so the
internet,
unforgiving place.
it is. The internet is. It's
I
extreme.
love it.
It's an unforgiving place.
Vicious.
It's like hitting concrete. You know what I'm saying?
Vicious.
Yeah. So with the presidential election, and we know Biden had dropped out of the race. And
Did he
so
drive
now,
out or was he pushed out?
That's what do you think? What do you think? I don't know.
Hey, listen, I'm saying this because I'm 61. What I'm saying is sometimes y'all young whippersnappers need to understand you be blessed to get old. But I don't feel as though they did him fairly because of his movement, and they thinking he doesn't have what it takes to get through those next 4 years. I don't
Right.
agree. I think Biden should have just did his next term to get in, and him and Trump went at it. But I see the spunk now that Harris is in there, that they got a whole new feeling. She done whipped it up. And did you see the rally that they just had?
I did. Megan Thee Stallion, Quavo, among few of the names to mention. You know what I'm saying? And my take, and it's just be more for real. It's just over.
For real.
I think it's overcompensation for the black vote. And I'm gonna be honest. I know you was running for mayor, but it doesn't stop the conversation. I think that
So
they
you think she's
automatically
pandering?
no, yes, they pandering to the black people because they automatically know that they're gonna get the black vote, and that's something extremely important. It's like we don't take voting serious enough as a black people, and we're talking, and that goes along with the topic of the night too, the war on black culture.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
this is one of the war tactics on black culture. And we might as well just go ahead and shift over to the topic of the night for real. Look,
Get right up in there.
because it's time to tighten up right now. We're gonna
Whip
shift
it
over
right
here
up
to the
in there.
topic of the night, man. Let's go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and clap it up and all that. We're gonna shift over here to the topic of the night, and then for some reason it wasn't spelled right. But anyway, y'all get the picture. The war on the black culture, and the significance of that is one of the wars is the Democratic and the Republic thing with the black vote. Now, see, to me that they are both wings on the same bird.
Absolutely.
So it doesn't matter if
Absolutely
you're
agree.
Democrat or Republican or whatever, but it seems like for the last 40, 50 years or whatever, they know, and by they, I mean the government and the people that are running for office, they pretty much know the black vote goes to the Democrats. And my issue with that is that we've all been funneled into that same category, and it's like they don't work for us as a people. And if they did work for us as a people, the Democrats, then we would see a lot of change within our communities. And often we don't see that, and we don't see that with Republicans either. We don't actually ostracize them for not putting us um, at the forefront of their mind when they're voting. We only at the back front when they want to make an entertainment, when they want to bring a Meg Thee Stallion. So just to speak about Meg Thee Stallion and Quavo, like this is what they do: over appropriation. That is over appropriation because they know our culture. So they get the rappers and entertainers that we like, that's most prevalent, that they didn't push in front of our face. Really, it's not the ones that we really like But these are the ones that they've been pushing and hounding in our face for decades and years. To be honest with you, these are the same ones that they've been perpetually hounding down our throats. It's like they've been force feeding us. It's kind of like they've been forcing us to go this way with the music culture, and the entertainment. And so that's how you now have a presidential debate with Kamala Harris or Kamala Harris. Remember we was talking about the name, we
Talk
couldn't
about
get
it
it right.
right.
But yeah, that's how you have that's how you have those debates. But see, they don't have to fight. They don't have to fight for the black vote. See, we have all been pushed like cattle, led to the slaughter for the Democratic vote, and they just automatically know they're gonna get our vote. Man, it's time for us to wake up. Everybody under the sound of our voice. If you can even hear this podcast, first of all, make sure you like and share, subscribe. Realist conversation
Yeah,
on the
absolutely,
internet. But
absolutely.
they don't have to fight for our vote. So notice what's happening on the adverse side. You know what I'm saying? They already know the Democrats got your vote. They don't even care about our issues the way that we would like to believe that they do.
And you know what? This is the part when I say be more for real. I will ask them straight up off the bat, what is Harris? What is she running on? You ask some of them, they don't even know. This is the sad part about us saying we're running for something. We're running just because she's a woman that's black and she's a Democrat and she's running, and now she's got these brat memes, and they got her on there, and now we're following right behind her. They don't even know what she believed in.
Right.
They don't. I was like, what is some of her policies? What does she believe in? Don't even know. That's the sad part about us. I, just like you said, following it right on to slaughter. And when you say something about it, it's like you in a dead argument, and they're arguing because they're saying you just supposed to
You
follow.
know what's crazy? They would like to believe that she was black. She said something. She said something. First of all, I want to get this out the way. So black people are. So, first of
Here
all,
we
so we're not
go.
we're not so ignorant. This
Here we go.
she tried to claim that she was basically so black, and that's she didn't say that she was so black. What I'm basically saying that she insinuated that she was so black that people requested her making greens so much that she washed her greens in a tub. That's how many greens she had to make that she washed them in the tub. So I was like, look, over appropriation. We have to look at stuff like that. Over appropriation. It's the same tactic as when Hillary Clinton went and pulled out a bottle of Texas Pete hot sauce out of her purse and talking about I carry this hot sauce with me everywhere we go. Like black people, like some people do, and it don't have nothing to do with black or white or anything. Some people carry hot sauce with them or whatever if they like it that much. You know what I'm saying? But
Yes, it
that's not
is.
a black thing. But they try to associate having hot sauce and all that stuff with what black people do, and Hillary Clinton tried to make it seem like she was down. You understand what I'm saying? And it's the
That's what
same.
they
It's
did.
the same vibe with Kamala Harris, but also on the flip side, and this is crazy.
Come.
It makes it seem like they Kamala. Um,
That's
Kam, I'm sorry if I got her name
Harris.
wrong.
Just say Harris. You
Yes,
be done
Harris.
with it, right?
The same way Harris, you know what I'm saying, was over appropriating and all this stuff. We have to look at the flip side of everything as well. Donald Trump, while he's saying that all this Christian stuff, he want to be with Christian and get the Christian votes. While he's saying he with black people and all this stuff, he want to give the
Same
police.
deal. They
Well,
playing.
this is what I heard. I haven't done enough research to say emphatically, but it has been stated over and over again. So correct me if I'm wrong, but Donald Trump wants to give the police federally qualified immunity, which means that they can continue on shooting people and killing people like Sonia Massey, like we talked about last week
Wow.
with Sister Shalakemia. She was talking
It's
about, she brought her name up, we brought it up on the podcast of them doing that to us. So we're talking about the war on the black culture when we have to realize, see, look, we are here to deprogram you guys to what you've been programmed to. There are things that are happening. Like Kamala Harris hasn't always identified as black, no, but she has done things for black people. She had a conviction rate when she was like a state's attorney or something like that at like 45%. She made a lot of different laws and all that stuff. But on the flip side, the government will look at it and be like, look, you let most of the people walk. You let most of the criminals walk. So, I mean, you can't have your cake and eat it too with her. You know what I'm saying? Either you be lenient to black people or you let most of them go. Either way, you're going to have somebody on the other side saying that you are the evil.
but I actually didn't hear that about her record.
Yeah,
Do you
she's done
see?
some things. She's done some
But
things.
when you dig deeper, that's why I say. But it's all coming out now because Trump done he digging into it. And one thing about Trump, like it or not, he exposes you. And if you and he's pulling her record now. Every case he's working, he's going to see how did you really treat black people. That's and he's on it. He's going to see how did you treat each black case. That's what he's working on right now. So if she can stand on her record, it is time. Listen, I'm not the one who said, a lot of people say, oh, there you go, Uncle Wayne. I'm not saying it because if you could do it, Trump is going to pull it. And
Right,
remember what she said to him the, at that rally. Say it to my face.
right.
You remember? And one thing about Trump, he takes stuff like that personally.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That old rich man, I tell
Mm-hmm.
you,
Mm-hmm.
he's,
You know what fascinates me about the Trump story as well, and I'm telling you the attack on black culture. We are so swayed by the media because before Trump
let's
even
get
ran for
deep.
president and stuff like that, let's take a deeper look. Black people used to really endorse Trump. We used to have rap lyrics and say we want to be rich as Trump and all that other stuff.
Quite a
And I'm
few rap
and
songs.
I'm trying to figure out exactly when black people were like against Trump. Now, I mean, I know it's 2024, but if we can backtrack to the first time black people were collectively, well, presumably collectively against Trump, because all black people were not even against Trump in his campaign, which is true. But when did that hate train start happening, and how did it happen? Um, we are here to tell you guys that the media is persuading our opinion and they are controlling our opinion. This is what the media is for. So this is why I keep saying that this program is made to deprogram you to what you've been programmed to.
Right. Pay attention and
Pay
listen.
attention, watch
There
and pay
you go.
attention.
You
They
got to pay attention. Stop listening to the things you want to hear and stop trying to control what you want to control and pay attention. We tell you the truth. We be more for real.
for man, we're gonna go ahead and clap
There
that
we
up. Be
go.
more
We
for
have to.
real. Be
Let's
more for real, man. And the building.
That's how we got here. As I said, Dan, Dan, we pulled together and got together, and we got those topics together. We got our guests together, and our guests get into the middle of our. Listen, we be in one topic. Next thing you know, we be in another topic. We be
Right.
rolling the ball around.
Look, you better hold on to it's like a roller coaster ride because you don't know where it's gonna go. We're gonna hit on so many topics. And
Yes.
the reason why that is because we talk about so much. We talked about the comedy, we talked about the foods and the diets, we talked about the governments and we talked about the race riots. We talked about so many things that we might hit on a lot of different subjects where it go over top of people's heads. But we encourage people to go back over on our previous episodes and look at them so you can get a better detailed understanding. And also, hit the notification bell so that when we go live or when we post some content, you'll be notified and you'll be included in the conversation. So definitely do your due diligence and make sure you go ahead and hit that like, share, subscribe, and that notification bell so you are notified when we do go live. See, these are uncomfortable conversations that need to be
There
had so
we
that we
go.
can grow as people. See, iron sharpens iron, but imagine if you had a sword that didn't want to be sharpened. It just always wanted to be as dull or as sharp as it can be. It's never wanted to be honed again, never wanted to be trained or scaled again or anything. Eventually, that knife is going to outdate itself. You don't have to say anything. And see, that's what I like to do. I like to apply things. You know what I'm saying? You just got a knife, and all you want to do is just use it. No maintenance or whatever. All you got to do, you have a car, all you want to do is drive it. No maintenance or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's only going to last for so long. It's only going to last for so long. If we don't give ourselves that maintenance, if we don't feed our mind is like a plant. You know what I'm saying? We got to water it, get put it in the proper soil. We got to do all that because this is what social media is doing to our mind. It's frying our mind. It really is. It's frying our mind. It's frying our reality, and that's why we all walking around here in delusion.
That's right. There you go. Deep. And y'all hanging around people like that too. Y'all hanging around walking zombies. Most of your friends are negative. They have nothing positive to say around you, and you hanging around the ones. Most of the times you caught up in mess because of your friends, that's your so-called friends. You got to stop that too. When we are Be More for Real, we are a lot of things, but we keep it real.
And we're gonna go ahead and clap that up as
There you
well.
go.
We're
Hey,
gonna go ahead and clap
listen,
that up.
like I said, this summer, going to binge watching our show. I bet you feel better about life.
Yeah.
Going to binge watching our show after show after show after show, and it get positive, and you will get something positive out of your life for this summer.
And
You
listen to the
understand?
conversation. It's not like we're made to just keep on bringing forth bad news, but we are here to awaken. We are here to make you think. We're here to spark
Yep.
that thought in your mind. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? That maybe something is off. Too many people follow after other people. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? And we don't set a footway for our own self. And
There
see,
you go.
the issue with when you step out and you go against the grain is you have people that conspire against you. You have people that come against you. You know what I'm saying? Because
Very good,
they know what
Dan.
you're saying is
Very
fire. That's why
good.
the internet has shut you down. YouTube has shut you down. Remember when the virus was going on and spreading? They was limiting what people can say and all that stuff about the virus, but yet they can say everything else.
Yep. There you go.
Look at what's going on. Watch, be vigilant, and pay attention to what's going on because they give us the illusion that the Constitution. This is what we talk about often too. We've been into government. They say the First Amendment is you have the freedom of speech, the freedom of press, the freedom of religion.
They
But
say
when
it.
you go ahead and you look at it, you know what I'm saying. You better not say what you want to say or how you want to say it. So freedom of speech out the way, freedom of religion, freedom of press, all that stuff is out the way. It's out the way. It's out of the way. So do what you want with that information. I'm not saying that we are no anarchists or anything like that, but the government needs change, and we are the people that are here to facilitate the change. If we got to
There
go
we
into the
go.
government,
Absolute.
if we got to go into the government to make changes and all that stuff, that's what we will do. But I guarantee you one thing is that they have took the battery out of black people. We talking about the war on black culture. They took the battery out of black people when Martin Luther King died, Rosa Parks, and Malcolm X. Once they died off, it was like that's it. Ain't no more Negroes gonna rise above them no more. We gonna make sure that we keep you niggas down,
And it's
or we
right.
gonna
And
kill
look
you
at it.
off.
It is. Look at it now. Look who's standing up. We barely stand. Only time we stand up unto some drastic measures, it makes no sense. And you young brothers, y'all have so much to stand and up to live for. That's why y'all miserable. It's like y'all have nothing to do. It's like you can't live like this. How can you live like this? This is why y'all so miserable.
Mm-hmm.
Every day getting up living like this. You only can
Mm-hmm.
rap or play sports in order to make something out of your life.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of life this is? Aren't
Mm.
you tired of entertaining white folks to make a living?
Mm.
You know what I mean? That's why I say it makes no sense.
Mm.
No
We're
more.
gonna clap that
No
up. We're gonna
more.
clap that up.
No
We're gonna
more.
clap that up.
You
Um,
want so much more.
this conversation is uncomfortable for a lot of people to hear because a lot of times when
They
you do
don't
talk
want to
about
hear.
black liberation, it's like, oh, we tired of hearing that. Oh, we tired of hearing that. But look, if you tired of hearing that, how tired are you hearing about Sonya Massey's? And there was a
Woo.
another boy that was killed by the police, and I think they killed him by accident, but it really don't matter. It was another little boy. I believe his name is Anthony George. And I mean, this is stuff. It's every day. You got Anthony George, you got George Floyd, you got Sonya Massey, you got Sandra Bland, you got Freddie Gray. I
But
mean, how many times do we have to see that we have to stick up for one another? See,
but
it's
you know what?
it's the people that's divided against us that will continue to divide us because remember this was the government's plan to begin with. Now y'all may not like what I'm about to say, but I'm going to say it anyway. It's the reason why child support and all that stuff was introduced into the household, which was to get the man out of the household, which is why they had that clause in it for you to get the welfare benefits when it first started. So it's always been an attack on the family. It's always been an attack on the camaraderie and the what do you call it? The togetherness, for lack of better words, the togetherness of black people. It's always been something that conspires to keep us down. And now is the time to wake up as a people. We are no longer nobody's puppets. We need to know certain things as a people here in America. Look, what plans do you have for us? Where do you plan on taking us? What provisions, what laws have you set in place for us to thrive? because we live in a time where, like I said, the Constitution say, oh, you got freedom of speech, you got freedom of religion, but you say something about the virus, like I said, or whatever, they taking you off the internet. You got the right to bear arms, right, to carry weapons, right, the Second Amendment, right. Well, if you're a felon, you're taking away that. It don't say nothing about that in the Constitution. It don't say nothing about if you're a felon or if you got a license, you can own a fire. That's not what it says. It says that we all have these rights. So if we don't stand up for our own self, we're gonna fall down together because they already know a house divided against itself won't stand. You got the light skinned nigga, tall nigga, short nigga, broke nigga, whatever. But to us, we still nigga to them. We still nigga to them. But we divided in our own households.
That's where the problem it comes in. But look, let me hit you in the head even more. But what's the excuse when Colombia, when that black kid killed that other kid? That wasn't a police officer.
It wasn't.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Woo, hold on, we gonna clap that up. You gonna have to
See?
say that. You gonna have to
You
say
see
that
what
one
I
more
mean?
again.
What was that? Tell that mother when she know it wasn't the police officers that killed her son. See, that's where our problem is becoming now.
And we
We're
have,
becoming our own worst enemy.
and we have,
We have.
and that's the sad part.
We have become
Tupac,
our own worst enemy.
Tupac said, he said, and they say it's the white man I should fear, but it's my own kind doing all the killing here. I mean, that's a fact. That is a fact. I mean, that's why we are having this discussion because we need our black men especially to realize, look, I don't see you as an enemy. I definitely don't see, if I don't see the police, if I don't see the government, if I don't see nobody else, a white person, Latino, if I don't see nobody else from outside this race, creed, or whatever to be an enemy, but I consider my own brother to be an enemy
That's what
before
I'm
anything,
saying.
that is crazy.
Crazy, isn't it?
This is the war on black culture.
Yeah.
The war on black culture is that when another black man see another black man, we already sizing you all up on how you gonna kill.
That's it.
You know what? Somebody said something that was real important. I just gotta get this out, man. I'm telling you, I gotta get this out. Somebody said, look, this when you beefing with somebody in the streets and you ready to go ride, right, and you beefing with them, you know the crazy thing about a lot of times when you beef with somebody, you beefing with yourself. A lot of times it's somebody that look like you, that act like you, but they just from a different neighborhood. They just from a different neighborhood.
A lot of times
you
that's the
really
truth.
looking for yourself and
That's
trying to
deep.
take yourself out.
A lot of times it's the truth.
That's
yo.
crazy
It's
because you
truth.
know he just like you.
It's true.
You know he just like you, and you trying to take him out.
That's the deep part.
And I mean, like, come on, man.
What is wrong,
Let's
bro?
go ahead and clap it up,
we
man.
need other parts, but that's what's beginning to happen. We're killing ourselves.
Mhm.
That's the true fact.
Mhm.
And we see that big sign. Us killing us equal genocide. We say it, we know it, we see it, but we continue it. We are so angry at each other because we're really angry at ourselves.
Right. And let's clap that up as
Bottom
well.
line
Let's clap that up as
is
well.
what we've done to ourselves.
And see, well, I believe in the Bible, and so the Bible says, "My people were destroyed for a lack of knowledge."
Yes.
And he said, "Because thou hast rejected it, I will also reject thee." So it's not like,
Oh
especially
my God.
especially in these days and times, like when knowledge is the wisdom, they all cry out in the marketplace. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of knowledge and wisdom to be gained from everywhere, and the fact that we turn a blind eye to it, such as voting and all that stuff, all the stuff that matters. And you know what's crazy too? All the stuff that matters, right? We're never in it. We're never into voting on all that other stuff. But let somebody be president or councilman or councilwoman or mayor or whatever. They gonna complain like, nigga, you ain't vote.
That's it.
You
Get
ain't,
it?
you ain't vote. How
Right.
do you get the right to
But
complain
you
about
got
something
so
you
much
ain't even
to
do
say.
nothing about?
Yep.
How do you have the
Yeah.
right to complain about something
This is
you
our
did
people.
nothing about?
Didn't vote at all, but
How?
you got so much to say.
This is
And so much to say to everybody else too.
That is the programming. They want us to just sit by with our idle minds
One more
while the
time.
devil run around in our playground.
We are our own worst enemy. We are.
We're going to clap that up, man.
Sorry. We are. We in our own way. We are. Become our own worst enemy. And listen to this. God has chosen us to be our leaders, but we choose to follow. But guess what? We leading, but where are we leading the people to? Because we're going to lead, but what are we leading the people to? Watch the leaders.
Right.
like I say, I watch y'all all the time because God, I'm a teacher. Listen, I'm a leader of wise men. I had a battle with God because I wasn't chosen to be a leader or a king. I said, say, oh, Uncle Wayne, you a king, call me a king. Listen, I beefed with God. I had my time before. I'm not, but I wasn't chosen to be leader. But I'm a teacher of wise men. So I teach leaders. So I know my place. So now I watch leaders. I teach leaders. So when it's time to lead, y'all must lead.
We're gonna go ahead and clap that up. We're gonna go ahead and clap
See?
that up.
Now, where are y'all leading us to?
Now see, and I want to make this short and sweet, but
Is that possible?
yeah, I'm gonna make it short and sweet. I've been talking about this for weeks, and we talk about problems all the time, but the solution is this, man. The gangs, the religions, and all that stuff shouldn't divide us as a people. We have to come together on some common ground and agree to some things. We already brought up the thing about the contract with Black America with Ice Cube. It don't matter if he was with Donald Trump or Tucker Carlson or whatever. He has a plan on and the contract for Black people that we need to also severely pay attention to because he's the only one that came up with this contract and was and is really pushing it. And as a matter of fact, he had the NFL donate $100 million or $200 million
It's
to the
rolling.
cause.
He was, and it still is
So
rolling.
he's not backing down off of the initiative. The offer is still on the table. But what we have to do as a people is come together regardless of circumstances,
There
and
you
we have to
go.
put our differences to the side. And so it starts with us really learning. Like we should really have more and more households where it's like two or three families in a household, and that way we all share income, and we can get a bigger house where people can have the space to do that, and we can
Speak,
operate. But
Daniel.
can we
Speak.
get along like that? Can you niggas share the same space, and can you women share the same space without fussing and bickering and making it bad on the kids that got to grow up in the same environment? You know what I'm saying? Like other cultures do. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we don't have to reinvent the wheel. We just have to do what is right and what we know works. We know family works. We know camaraderie works. We know these things works because we see it. The only reason why we haven't gotten our reparations is because we didn't get it ourselves. Why are we keep on being busy asking the government for reparations? Forget them. We
Woo-woo.
control a lot of just the black people alone in America. If we was just our own country, we'd be like one of the top 10 richest countries in the world. Just black people in America,
I'm so
just
impressed
our
with you,
economy and
Daniel.
what we have.
What's up?
So I mean, we have to put our mind together and our strengths together. We got to come together and realize how we gonna get this thing together. How
That's
we
it.
gonna get this thing right.
That's it. That's it. If you keep that mindset and the rest of you all do it, like I said, I'm a teacher. I got you. If you all do it, I will help you finish. That's my job is to help you finish. It's not my job to do it. That's not my job. My job is to help you get through.
Right.
And if that mindset like that with a few of you all, you cannot be stopped.
Let's
Can't
clap
be
that up
stopped.
again. Let's clap that up
You
again.
understand what I'm saying?
And I would like to reiterate as well when we have black judges, and we need them. We need black judges, doctors, lawyers. We need black people in the army. We need black people in all levels of society. But
And
when
not
we
just a few.
yeah, and
That's the
oh,
problem.
man, I should have brung this up because
That's the where the problem
I seen the
lies.
video and I wanted to bring this up, but we didn't discuss bringing it up on here. But the police, right? There was another video of the police not too far from where Sonia Massey was killed, where the police just punched the black guy in the face out of nowhere, unprovoked, unprovocated. He just punched him, right? And it was another black officer that was right there next to him. And this is what I'm saying. This is the reason why I'm saying it. They don't got no problem disrespecting us right in front of us. Even if you're a policeman, even if you're a judge, even if you're a district attorney, even if you're a sheriff, or even if you're a police officer, they have no problem disrespecting black people in front of black people. But I'm here to tell you, if you're a judge, you're a policeman, and all that stuff, and you see these people treat your people like that, man, you part of the problem.
It's not
Man,
a.
you part of the
That's why
problem.
and you are. This is where it is. You're absolutely correct. That's where the problem. But they know it's not enough of them. They know if they buck, they out the door too. They
That
know it.
That's
It's
why
enough of them have bucked and they're out the door.
and that's why we absolutely need our brethren and sisters who are in positions of power to have some kind of leniency. We're not saying let a murderer, rapist, killer, whatever, or
But
excuse that word, but we're not saying let nobody like that go without justice. That's not what we're saying. But when you see the young black teen who got in a little bit of trouble and you can slap some adult charges on him and all that stuff, or you can charge him as a juvenile and make sure he get the right correction so he don't do it as an adult, you probably need to choose that latter option. Why would you charge him as an adult when you don't need to? Stuff like that. We need people to think like that. You're not thinking like that because your law books and how you are trained is already training you to denounce your own people. You denounce your allegiance to your own people, and they don't do that to themselves.
but you know
They
what?
don't do that to themselves. When
I
they
got
people
to.
get ridiculed and skewed and all that stuff, they stick by them people and they treat them like they family, regardless of their circumstances. Man, we need to get some of that over here.
The sad part about that's deep, but you know what? When you go to college, I went to college late in life. I tried younger. I got to wild quarter. But when I went to college late in life, it teaches you something. Something about college. You have to make that decision where if you go to college, you really can't really get back. It's something about it. College need to be. That's why I said trade school is a difference. You need a better way of living. That makes sense. But when you learn so much about their way of life, you kind of it makes you think you better. It does. It makes you think you better than the average.
Yep.
That's where it changed
Yep. They give
your
you that condescending attitude.
me.
Yep.
And I by me being older, I see them come in with that attitude. I actually see brothers start talking like I'm not going back there. I'm not doing, and I'm actually see them change, and it
Right.
hurts my heart.
Right.
And you just see them flip.
But see, man, this is a conversation to be had because look, black culture is so crazy. You talking about the war on the black culture. Now, when we look at it, right? Let's say you see a white person, they got tats on their face and they talking all gangster or whatever, whatever. We're gonna say, yo, that white person acting black, right? When we see somebody disrespecting or whatever, a girl disrespecting, acting all crazy, ratchet, foul at the mouth, aggressive, we're gonna say she acting black or she acting ratchet, right? So the things that are associated with black behavior and black culture are ultra negative, and and then the world likes it. But the problem with that is no other cultures do that. When you hear the Asian people, the Hispanic people, when you hear the white people, when you hear them make music and all that other stuff, they never talk about it. They live that dream and that thrill off of us. I'm trying to shake that loose up out of us. Let's shake that loose up out of us. We not going to continue being your puppets, ventriloquists. We not going to keep on being the jesters and the jokers of your generation. Like for real,
Unless
that's
we
going to have to stop.
control it.
Yeah, no, we are. That's why we have our
If
own
we
media,
control it,
man. Forget Tyler Perry and Oprah Winfrey and what the hell they putting on their goddamn networks, man. Give them the Justin Tucker special boot. Forget them. We got black media out here that
can I
actually
say
portray us in a good light.
I love how you said, but remember when Oprah first had her station, it was the old station. It was no blackness in there nowhere. She tried it. It was all white. It was nothing like Tyler Perry.
Because they panda bears.
She was all white. It never worked. She flipped that when her station was about to be destroyed. We need to talk serious about some of the shit she did. Seriously.
We need to
And
talk serious
everybody
about
loving
our
this
images
Oprah
and all
stuff
that. That's
about
how they control us.
play people.
Do you
How
think
they
Oprah would be
played
Oprah
us.
without doing that?
Hey,
Do you think so?
that's how I'm saying. How people they can play us and still flip right back and
Mhm.
use us. We're the most used people ever.
Mm-hmm.
They use us all
Mhm.
kinds of
That's what I
ways.
said. And they use us to be their muse. Like we are their
Over
muse.
and over.
They use us
and
for all of that
over.
entertainment worldwide. And that's why you
It's
see
so
them
sad,
cultures.
isn't
They
it?
they do the freestyle rapping and all that other stuff, and they want to rap and look at the influence. And we gonna pull up some videos. This ain't gonna be just no talk.
Right.
This ain't just gonna be
It
no
be not-
talk.
It's sad.
We gonna
though.
pull up some real proof to show you that like I mean, we are ultra talented as a people, and they only want to hold us down to a certain point. And I'm not saying it's white people.
Sad, but
I'm
it's
not saying it's the
true.
government, but I'm saying the powers that may be, they know, they know what's up. Look at Shakari Richardson. Look at the Hussein Bolt. All them. You understand what I'm saying? Look at them. When we go into the sports and all that other stuff, it's not racist to say that, oh, we great at a lot of things. And it's a lot of things they don't want to let us in on because they know how far we would take it. So let's do our due diligence as black people to say, look, at a certain point, I don't care if you Muslim or Hindu or light skin or dark skin. I don't care if you male or female. Um, we are banding together to get our vote together for the best one. Which one of you mother duckers is going to make sure that we get this done? And instead of closing down schools and rec centers, you're going to open them up. You're going to open up more jobs in our communities, and you're going to make sure that
And
our communities have
poor,
places where
yes.
people can come and visit, though. That's the real key to bringing an economy to a city and to a neighborhood and stuff. When people feel like they can come and visit and buy Airbnbs and buy hotels. See, they don't tell you that. That's why the hoods is ran down because them people can't come there and vacation there. It's not safe there, number one. Number two, they can't even, there's nowhere that they can stay that's even comfortable enough to even give you a vacation feel. So I'm telling you what they're doing.
They don't because they don't want to. But you know what? We could do it, Daniel. Plain and simple. You know when I ran for mayor. You know, plain and simple. I could have turned this Baltimore into a black Baltimore because it's 63% black. But when you run for mayor, they was like, "Oh, you can't say that. How in the hell you can't say what we are?" But it's but I can't get us to stand up and say that.
Right,
But so if I can't get us to stand up and say that, then they're going to do what they're saying. They're doing it their way, but they're not saying it. See the difference between the two?
right,
You see?
right,
But when I say it's our time, it's our turn because we have to do it. It's 63% us. It's time to be us. You understand? To show them us.
right,
Just like you said, it's us. We need Airbnb to show them how we cook, how we eat, how we get down. You understand?
right,
We know how to do
right,
us.
right,
But the thing about it, they think everything us is negative.
right,
You see?
right,
Because that's how media portray us.
right.
But we know ain't all negative
We know, we know. And man, this man, it's the realest conversation that you
because
ever
it's
gonna hear.
always be
And it's
more
and
for
it's
real.
difficult to hear. And I know maybe if you white and you say, look, I don't agree with them, but look, just think about it. Just think about it. And if you disagree with us and you don't want to be you want to be you want to remain excuse me anonymous, go ahead and hit us on the inbox. Look, we on Instagram, Facebook, we on Gmail. Everything is Be More For Real podcast. You know, go ahead and follow us, like, share, and subscribe.
But if I said it's 63% black, how am I knocking anyone else down? That doesn't, white people wake up in a white family. They wake up in a white family. That doesn't mean they're knocking down black people. That's, I never
That's
understood
social
how,
engineering.
right, to see, that's the thing.
They got
But,
us thinking that black liberament and doing something for us black people, it seems racist, and it's like some reverse
right,
racism. That's the oddest thing ever.
it's
It's like
crazy.
reverse racism or
It
something.
does,
Craziest
but
thing ever.
that's a mind thing. But if we continue to believe that we're gonna continue to be where we are,
Right.
and
Absolutely.
I refuse. Believe me, I refuse to have a generation behind me not doing better than me.
Right.
That doesn't make sense.
Right.
I can't sleep at night knowing the next generation is going to do worse than I am. That doesn't make sense. Y'all have to do better than I am. That's how it's supposed to be. Each generation after me is supposed to do better, right? Doesn't that make
Absolutely.
sense?
Absolutely. We're gonna clap that up again.
Yeah, that's
Absolutely. We're
how it's
gonna clap that up
supposed to
again.
be.
Realest conversation on the net. You know, keep it locked with us each and every single Wednesday. Rated R for reality.
Got to.
You know what I'm saying? We gonna go ahead and get up out of here. I just want to end it with saying, you know, nothing greater than having family. You know what I'm saying? I do love my family. You know what I'm saying? My youngest son, mother. You know what I'm saying? I hope things work out with us. You know what I'm saying?
Tell me a little
Um,
more about it.
no, I'm just saying I hope things work up.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
just I just hope things work out for us. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing better than family, and there's nothing better than I can do, but be an example as well. You know what I'm saying? Be a better
There
family
you go.
man.
An
It's
example.
nothing about her, more so about me. You know what I'm saying? And being the best man that I can for her. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be what and be the best version of myself. You know what I'm saying? So um,
You need to be a husband.
that's the way we grow. You know what I'm saying?
You need to be a
So
husband.
I definitely want to give a shout out to my family. We going through whatever we going through, but pray for us, and
There you go.
we gonna make sure we bring it back
There
all
you
together,
go.
and we gonna overcome
There
every
we go.
adversity that the devil may set for us, and all that thing, and all those type of things. And also, I will do the work on myself that I need to do to make sure that I'm the man that I need to be for that situation as well.
Man, that's what I'm
So
about. Listen,
just
I'm
shout
an
out to the
older
family.
man. Listen, I'm telling
Shout out to my baby mother.
you, it's work that has to be done. That's how it is. Because when you work at it, those stories you can tell that get you there. Do you understand?
Absolutely,
It's work that has to be done.
absolutely,
That's when you become a husband.
right.
You understand?
Right.
There
She
we
big
go.
mother now, but hopefully we can change. We
Because
can change little
we gonna
titles
get
on that.
tired of saying that title.
Hey,
Do you understand?
hey, if it works, it works. You know what I'm
Stop.
saying?
What did I say? We
Yeah.
gonna say
Hey, I
that?
done messed up, so it ain't no hard. So
We
look,
gonna
we
stop
got
saying that?
yeah. So
We gonna stop saying
I'm
that?
hey, give I accountability comes to heavy is the head that weighs the crown. So I know I have to do a lot of work on myself. So it is what it is, and that's what I gotta do.
No, no, not is what it is. She is worth more.
Yeah,
Than,
absolutely. I'm
there
saying it
we
is what it
go.
is with me. I taking accountability and making sure I move on. That's all I was saying.
No, we can
Anyway,
get better.
look,
No,
this ain't
no,
Dr.
no,
Phil, man.
no,
Look,
no.
look, look. I
No,
love my
Uncle
family. I
Wayne, I
appreciate my
get you in
family.
there. That's it.
I appreciate my family. Look, realest conversations that you ever going to hear ever on the net. Like we just
I
keep it
get you in
we
there.
keep it a bang,
You
man.
understand?
We keep it a
When you
bang,
make that
man.
announcement,
We
that's
keep
what
it
we
a
gonna
bang.
do.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Be more for real. Brought to you by Way of Real Explosion. Keep it locked with us each and every single Wednesday.
Every
Rated R for
Wednesday,
reality. I am
y'all.
your co-host, OMG Danny.
I'm Uncle Wayne.
And we're gonna catch you next Wednesday. We out.
Hey, be blessed.